Hi, this is Melanie from Hook to the Left, and today let's talk about hooks. Hi there, thank you so much for joining me here on my channel today. If you are a big fan of all things yarn and crochet, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Plus, hit the bell so that you're reminded each time I come out with a brand new video. So I have been tagged in the hashtag 10 crochet hook questions tag here on YouTube, and I am excited to answer these questions. So the video tag series was started originally by Keto Marnie, the Keto Crocheter, and I'm gonna have her channel linked down below. And then I personally was tagged by TLC, the Lopsided Crocheter. Thank you for thinking of me. So I'm also going to have her video for the hashtag 10 crochet hook questions linked down below as well. So let's go ahead and answer some of these questions. There's only 10, so it shouldn't take too long, unless I get a little bit chatty, which I've been known to do, you know. Okay, so the first question is, what is my favorite brand of crochet hook? That is a very good question. And as of right now, it is Clover or More hooks. Those are my absolute favorite. The larger hooks are very light. The aluminum hooks, the yarn glides across the hook like butter. I love it. And coming in a close second are the tulip hooks. They feel similar. It's just the glide is just a little bit better on the Clover for me. I have tried Furl. I haven't tried Furl the Odyssey hooks. I've tried their resin. I forget what you call them. Here, I have it right here. This is the one I tried. This is the 5.5 millimeter. So and it's the glide isn't as nice as I like, which sometimes can be a good thing, but I do prefer the glide of the Clover hooks. Now I will say the length of the handle on this is nice, because I often end up getting my hook like pressing in here as I do a lot of work. So that is nice about the Furl hooks. Still not nice enough for me to go away from my Clovers, which I love. Anytime I misplace one, I always replace it pretty quickly, the hook pretty quickly, and that has lent itself to me having like 3 of these 5.5 millimeter hooks. But now, what is my favorite hook size? I actually have 2, because there's 2 types of yarn that I work with a lot. So if I am working with worsted weight, 5.5 millimeter, my favorite. It's my go-to, especially if I'm creating my own projects and I'm using a worsted or 4 weight yarn. This is what I use. If I also love to use bulky yarn, like a size 5 yarn. It's one of my favorite things to use, especially for winter stuff, because it's very fluffy and warm. I use it for hats. If you've been with me long enough, you know I love Charisma yarn, which is a Loops and Threads or Michael's brand yarn. But for that, I always go to my 8 millimeter hook. So these are my 2 favorite sizes of hooks right here, and I have a couple of them of both of these, so that I never am without, or if I'm running a couple of projects, I always have one available. Do you prefer tapered or inline? Absolutely, unequivocally, if that's even a word. I think I made up a word there. Absolutely tapered. I prefer tapered. I have been using the Furls hook, which is an inline, and it's okay. I'm getting used to it, so I'm not saying that I'll always be a tapered fan, but as of right now, I am much more, I crochet faster, and it's much easier for me to use a tapered. I have heard, though, if you have splitty yarns, then the inline is much more convenient, or better to use with splitty yarns. So who knows? We'll see. I do have a couple of Susan Bates ergonomic hooks that I want to work with for a while and really get a feel of inline hooks, but as of right now, I prefer a tapered hook. Much prefer a tapered hook. The next question is, how do you grip your hook? Pencil grip or knife grip? Knife, all the way. Hold it like this on my work. Knife grip. I have on some intricate stitches switched to, especially with the smaller hooks, switched to a pencil grip briefly, but I always go back to the knife grip. I much prefer the knife grip. Wait, does your style of hook dictate how you crochet? No, I don't think so. But you know, I've been using these common hooks like the 6.5, or you know, I usually use between a 15 millimeter down to, I use a 3.5 on some projects. The baby blanket project, which I'll link up above, my granny square baby blanket project, I think was a 3.5 millimeter. Didn't change my style of crochet at all. Perhaps if I got down into the steel hook size, it might, but I don't know when I'm going to get down into the steel hook size. My eyesight's getting too bad for that. But absolutely, I do not find where my style of crochet changes at all with the hook. Do you prefer ergonomic hooks or regular hooks? Well, it depends on what I'm doing, to be honest with you. I found actually recently that when I was learning to do the entree lock, it is much better to use a regular hook. Now, for just regular everyday crochet, when I'm going, my go-to is going to be an ergonomic hook and the clover hooks, to be honest with you. So I do like those. I am finding I like the size of the furl hook, the length of it much better. I just don't like the fact that it's inline, and the resin one at least does not glide as well as I'd like. I do tend towards the ergonomic hooks. What are your thoughts on light up hooks? To be honest with you, I don't know. I have a set over there that I just haven't used. I need to use it and review it for you guys, but I do have a set. I just haven't used it yet. When I have been in a situation where I needed the extra light, say I'm working with a dark yarn, or I'm just in a low light area, then I use my around the neck book lights. I really like those, so I just haven't used it yet, so I don't know. Can't answer that question just yet. Hopefully by the end of the year I'll use that set that I've had for I'm 2 months shy of a year of having that light up set, and I just haven't used it yet. Have you ever used hooks with interchangeable heads? If so, your thoughts? I have not. I have not. Although I do want to check out the light up hooks with the interchangeable heads, and also review that as well. That's on my list of things to do, you know, because my list is like, yay, a mile long, something like that. But no, I don't have an opinion on that as of right now. Do you like projects that require small stainless steel hooks or larger hooks? Larger hooks, larger hooks, larger hooks. I do not like the little detail work. I like cozy, soft, practical, quick to get finished. If you give me a project that requires a 15 millimeter hook, I am a happy camper because I know that puppy's gonna get done quick. So larger hooks. If you were only allowed to use 2 hooks for the rest of your life, what size and brand would they be? I think I probably just showed you guys, but 5.5 millimeter, 8 millimeter, both would be Clover. Clover or more brand, and if those are the only 2 hooks that I could use for the rest of my life, I'm okay with that. I will deal. That is definitely my two number one, and I will always go for that, and I will always have them on hand. So if I ever lose one, guess what I'm buying? Guess what I'm buying again? Yep. So that was all 10 questions. Hopefully you found that informative. You enjoyed my answers. I am gonna actually call out a few people. If I don't call you out, that doesn't mean that you can't participate. If you have a YouTube channel, we would love to know the same thing for you. So just jump in there and start participating. But I am gonna call out and tag a few YouTubers. These are just YouTubers that now you would think I would automatically call out my yarn hooker girls, but they've already been called out. So I went through some of my favorite people and to see who hasn't posted. Actually, this first one, I don't know if he has posted one. I didn't check his, but you know, I'm gonna call him out anyway. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people I'm gonna call out. All right, so The first one is David Browning is his channel, and he's part of Bearded Yarn Dudes. That's how you can find him on Instagram, but here on YouTube he is David Browning, and I will link his channel down below. The other one I'm going to call out is Pamela with Pamela's Adoring Crochet. I have always enjoyed Pamela. She has such a soothing voice and such a, just, it feels like she's got such a gentle, loving spirit, and it's just, I want to make sure that I call her out, and I would love to see what her favorite hooks are. The next one is, this is somebody who's been a supporter for a little bit. She started supporting Julie Whippy Chick first, but then she also supports Ginger and myself, and I just wanted to make sure that she got in on the fun, and that's Petra at Petra's Happy Place. The next one is somebody I really admire, does great live shows, just has an amazing channel, is Reggie at j.hookcrochet. And the next person I want to call out, absolutely adore her. She is just the doll of the crochet community, and that is Miss Granny D at Knit, Purl, and Squirrel with Granny D Thompson. And the next one, somebody supported me from the very beginning. I haven't seen her in a little while at my lives, but that's okay. We all get very busy as we start growing on YouTube. But that's Veronica with Steals the Show Crochet and Chefs. And then finally, but absolutely not least, a huge supporter of mine, somebody I absolutely adore, one of the sweetest people you will ever meet. You know how this community is. And that's Ursula with OM Granny Square. So make sure you go check out all of those people. They're an amazing group of people. And then hopefully they will post their hashtag 10 crochet hook questions. So, yay! So thanks for joining me today. I am so glappy. I'm so glappy. What the heck is that? I am so glad that you stayed with me until the end. Again, make sure you check out those channels. And I want you guys to have an amazing day. Bye-bye.